This is Sweden, a country in the northern part of Europe with a bit over 10 million people. Sweden is about 1,574 kilometers from north to south and about 499 kilometers from east to west. The boundary length is 5,423 kilometers, and of that 3,218 kilometers is the coastline. So it does not come as a surprise that it is quite common to go by ferry to and from Sweden when not flying. To get to Norway by road is pretty easy. To get to Denmark by road you only have one option, and that is to take the Öresund bridge from Malmö to Copenhagen. It is possible to get to Finland by road, but it is only over here, way up north. I must mention that this is not a sponsored video. I just want to let you know what the options are to go to and from Sweden by ferry. There are several cruise lines that operates in the Baltic Sea during the summer months, but they are basically just that, cruises. If you want to travel with your vehicle to and from Sweden, you have several options by ferry instead. Let's have a look at the different ferry routes that are available. As you can see, there are a lot of ferry routes that can take you to and from Sweden. Some of these are real cruises on ferries with lots of restaurants, bars and entertainment. Some of them are just car ferries that mainly transport trucks. Let's focus on the cruises that you can take from Stockholm. All cruises that depart from Stockholm and ending in Finland or Estonia will pass by Åland via the ports of Mariehamn or Långnäs. While Åland is a member of the EU and belongs to Finland, there is an exception that allows for tax-free sales on the ferries between Sweden and Finland. A lot of people visit the Åland Islands every year, but most of them just for a few hours before the ferry returns again, or changing from one ship to another. There are mainly 4 companies that offer cruises year-round from Stockholm: Birka Cruises, Viking Line, Tallink Silja Line and Moby SPL or the St. Peter's Line. Cruise times ranges from 11 hours for Stockholm to Mariehamn. You then change to another ship back to Stockholm. 23 hours for Stockholm to Mariehamn on the same ship. On a 23-hour cruise you usually travel to Mariehamn just for the tax-free rules, and then the ship might be out at sea until it is time to head back to Stockholm again. 40 hours for Stockholm to Turkuu, Helsinki, Tallin or Riga. On the 40-hour cruises you usually leave Stockholm in the evening of day 1. You reach Finland, Estonia or Latvia in the morning of day 2. The ship then heads back to Stockholm in the late afternoon of day 2. So you do have the whole day of day 2 to experience the city, and you are back in Stockholm before noon of day 3. There are a lot of passengers per year traveling with these 4 cruise lines. They offer bus transfers from several places in Sweden, some as far away as up to 7 hours bus ride from the terminal.